Hi everyone and welcome back to the snakemake series. We are going to talk about how to install snakemake using conda. And if you're having problems with this, please don't feel alone because it's something a lot of people, or at least myself, are struggling with. And in the first part of this video, I will show you what works for me. Okay, so what's the first problem? Snakemake suggests you to use this package manager called Mamba to install snakemake. And this is because Mamba is a better package manager, allegedly, than conda itself. The only problem here is that to install Mamba, you need to use conda, and that brings all the problems back. For example, when you try to install Mamba using conda, following the snakemake suggestion, what happens is that you get stuck, or is very likely that you get stuck in this solving environment screen all of the time. And it has to do with how the package manager tries to resolve the dependencies. But the problem is you get stuck there forever. So trying to solve the conda installation problem, you fall back into the same problem while trying to install the other package manager with the slower one. Actually, the problem is so clear that even if you go to the Mamba page website, they tell you this is not the way we recommend to install Mamba. Don't use conda to install Mamba. You can alternatively use brew to install a smaller version, and that's what we are going to do here. So the first thing that we are going to do is to install micromamba using brew, and this will remove the issue of using conda to install anything. So the command is pretty simple. You just write brew install micromamba. That doesn't take long, and then you can type micromamba and you see that you get the help message. So once that is installed, we can move to the next step. So the next step is to just follow the Mamba installation, but using micromamba. You run that, now you created this snakemake environment within conda. Then you can check the environment list in conda using conda end list. And you can see that you have the base, the roots, and also you have this directory. And the way to activate it, just write activate and copy that directory. And there you go, you have now your snakemake environment, snakemake, and you are good to go.
Since in my case I have an old version of snakemake hanging around, I make sure that I'm running the one in the environment using this alias command.
You can see that we are using now the latest version of snakemake, and we can go ahead and run a pipeline that we have here. And as you can see, it runs without any problem. Meanwhile, if we check how our Mamba installation using conda is going, we are still stuck with the solving environment issue, right? So that strategy that I just showed you, it's something that is working for me in my computer and with the tools I have. So let me back up a little bit and explain the situation. Okay, so why do you need package manager in the first place? Because these programs like snakemakes are rather complex and they have lots of so-called dependencies. These are other software they are depending on, literally, and it's very difficult for you to figure out all of these dependencies. And so that's why you make use of these programs. So conda is one of these package managers. The problem is that it has been giving problems with this solving environment. There has been an issue, for example, in GitHub open regarding this since 2018, but it's still open, it's not closed. And you can see that the opinions on the matters are divided. And from the practical point of view, whenever I try to install something like conda, I always face this problem. There might be something I'm not doing right, but that's the situation. The developers of snakemake say, okay, you need a package manager. And to do that, we recommend you to use Mamba. Problem is that to install Mamba, they recommend you to use conda, so you are back to square one. The solution that I presented here is to use version of Mamba, that is micromamba, that you can install independently of conda. You don't need conda to install that micromamba, and you can use the brew installation or the other installation they recommend that is independent of conda. So once you have installed that, then from that step onwards, everything is downhill. You just need to follow the steps using this mamba or micromamba. The only thing, if you start with micromamba, when you look at the different environments, it doesn't have a name in the list of environment, and you need to call that environment by calling the directory where it has been created. But you can always look using the environment list, and just you need to activate calling that directory, and that's it. And then you're good to go. You have finally your snakemake latest version ready to go with all the new features.
Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please check the other videos in the series, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.